Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw, Editorial Director at TigerFitness.com and Muscle and Brawn Nutrition CEO. Now I got a question about how big someone could get naturally, if they could get as big as Mike Rashid. I'm going to talk about that. I got all the numbers right here. Now before I get into this topic, guys, I encourage you to please subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate the support. And if you have a question, hit it up below. I'm going to start checking the comment sections. The best questions I'm going to turn into a video like this. So, the question comes from a gentleman who is 5'11", 240 pounds, self-proclaimed fatty. He says he's fat. And he wants to know if he can get down to the Mike Rashid-ish range, 225, and all muscle. So I would consider all muscle at 225 pounds, body fat to be about 12 to 15, or 225 pounds in weight to be about 12 to 15% body fat. So the genetic, can he get that big naturally and be all muscle, 12 to 15% at 5'11"? The answer is no, and I'm going to explain to you what the genetic potential numbers say and how big, give him some realistic expectations. Now, genetic potential says that about 5'11", you can put on a lean body mass, that's weight, everything, if you had 0% body fat. So at 5'11", your LBM potential is around 183 to 185. At 12% body fat, that means at this LBM, that means you'd weigh about 208 pounds. At 15% body fat, at this LBM, that means you'd weigh 213 pounds. Now, that's the good news. The bad news is that is genetically elite, and most of us will not be able to get there. That is the top level, best of the best. You might be able to get close within a couple pounds, but I'm going to give you a more realistic goal. And then if you surpass that goal, great. But this is a more realistic goal for naturals at 5'11". A realistic goal would be a 170, something to shoot for would be a 173 lean body mass. Again, lean body mass is everything without fat. So if you stripped away, if you had 0% body fat and you were Mr. Shreds, your LBM would be 173. You would also be dead because no one can have 0% body fat. You would be dead. So I don't want you to die. So a good all muscle body fat percentage would be 12 to 15%. So with a lean body mass of 173, if you were at 12% body fat, you would have a body weight of 196 pounds, and 15%, 203 pounds. So a realistic goal would be somewhere around 200 pounds body weight at 5'11", and 173 lean body mass. That would put you about 13 to 14% body fat, and that you'd be extremely muscular. You'd be about 10 pounds away from muscle away from the greatest naturals of all time. And at that point, you'd look pretty darn big. You'd look pretty darn big. And at that point, every pound or two of muscle you add after that would just make you look bigger. But that is a realistic goal. Most naturals will struggle to get to that, to be honest, because they don't train hard enough and they don't train consistently enough. So if you want to be at if you're 5'11", can you get to 225 pounds naturally at 12 to 15% body fat? No, you cannot. You can get, if you were one of the top naturals of all time, you could get around 208 to 213. That would be about the biggest you can get, and you would be like one of the top 1% of naturals of all time. So if you can get there, great. But for the rest of us humanoids, a better goal would be about 200 pounds. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. Again, if you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. If you have any questions or comments, if you'd like me to answer a question in a video, drop it in the comments section below. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. And I'm sure glad you're not 0% body fat, because if you were, you'd be dead. And that would be a bad day.